Season 1 of Call of Duty Vanguard is finally here, and with it we got some new zombies. Wait, never mind. We didn't get much zombies content at all, and I'm very reluctant to call it new. So Treyarch dropped their usual season roadmap that we seem to be getting now, and we've had these since like Cold War, where it'll show these sections of panels that'll say new things that are coming to the game, and they'll be sectioned off for each mode accordingly. So there's one for Warzone, one for multiplayer, and one for zombies. And if we look at the zombies one, you'll be able to see that it's got this really flashy look, and it says new weapons, new covenants, new objective, and it just keeps saying new everything here. And just looking, there's not a lot of content for zombies here. Even if it may look like it on the roadmap, just wait till we actually read these patch notes. But when I read these patch notes out and these additions to the game, I just want you to have in the back of your mind about how they are saying that these things are new, and how this stuff is what we're meant to be getting for a season. After reading these patch notes, you then quickly realize that most of this stuff isn't new. It's stuff that either should have been in the game from the start, or just completely stripped from other COD Zombies games and then added in as though it is a brand new thing. So let's kick it off. We have the new objective that came out. This is called Purge, and as you can see on the gameplay here, this is it. It says purge the augmenters from existence by capturing powerful control runes throughout the area. Augmenters will spawn waves of enemies as a defense mechanism as players attempt to capture the control runes, and then fail to capture all control runes before the time limit expires, and a huge horde of zombies will spawn and must be taken down to complete the objective with standard rewards. I played this objective in the gameplay you're seeing, and it's just as dull as Vanguard Zombies was since launch. I would even put my money on if a casual player played at launch and then didn't touch zombies for a while and then came into season 1 with these supposed new things, or in this case, sure, this objective may be new, but it doesn't mean it's good. I've got to be honest, I don't think they would even notice a difference. Maybe they would notice the new objective, maybe some of the new covenants, but I just don't think there's enough here to even make a noticeable difference. Or at least not for a whole season, which usually with Cold War we got some decent stuff with each season update. So yeah, there's the new objective. I've played it, and I've got to be honest, I don't want to play it again. But let's go on to the new covenants, okay? These are new things that they are adding to the game. They're just trying to spoon feed players stuff from previous games, and because it's a covenant, this apparently makes it a new thing, like a new feature. So we have one called Brimstone, which is deal damage to nearby enemies. Fair enough, okay? Fair enough. I'm guessing that's going to be some kind of AoE type of mechanic, but then this, I felt like I got slapped in the face here. We have Deadshot as a new covenant. Aiming down sights snaps the crosshairs to headshot locations on enemies. Bonus damage on the first critical attack for each enemy, removes weapon sway, and this is in rare and epic. What the hell is that all about? That was meant to be the Deadshot perk we have in the game. That should have just came with it. You know, where it deals extra damage to the head, the critical headshot damage bonus. That was Deadshot in Cold War. That's what it did. And now for some reason, they've removed half of that perk, took it out the game for a season, and then are trying to add it back as though it's something new. And I just had a really funny feeling that this was going to happen. And it is honestly, it is just really unfair on a lot of players that have paid a lot of money for this game. And I think it's just kind of embarrassing to be doing this obviously. I don't know how else to put it. And it gets even worse when it comes underneath. We have Deadwire, and this stuns an enemy. It's Deadwire. I don't even think I need to read this to you because we've already seen this as far back as Black Ops 3 as a second Pack-a-Punch attachment. And in Cold War, you could have this as your ammo mod, you could upgrade it. Same with the Deadshot, by the way, you could upgrade that perk permanently, may I add. But in terms of Deadwire, we've already seen this. I don't know why they're acting like this is new. It's just Deadwire. At least let us put it on our gun. In fact, no, this should have been in the game from the start, so I don't know why they're trying to like regurgitate this stuff and add it back as though this is some sort of fresh thing. And then we have Scrapper, which is just, it's just the icing on the cake here. Gain more salvage from pickups and objective rewards, depending on which rarity of Covenant you have. And so now this is literally just ripped straight from Cold War. This was the death perception upgrade that you could get where it granted you more salvage. Can I just say, we've only got 5 5 covenants in total. 3 of these are just ripped straight from Cold War and added back as though it's something new. But then the last one we have Swift Vengeance, deal more damage the faster you move, activate shortly after you start moving, fire while sprinting. Oh my god, I was wrong. This was just straight from Speed Cola's upgrade. I don't even know anymore. So turns out 4 of these, out of all 5 by the way, 4 of them, it's all recycled stuff. I mean, the deal damage the faster you move is quite cool, but the fire while sprinting, I don't understand what is going on. I mean, should that not have just been included with Speed Cola, or maybe have it as like a level 2 upgrade or something when you buy the perk for a second time? Because that way it just seems like a nice extra bonus for getting Speed Cola again on top of the increased speed reload. I don't know, but it just seems like it makes way more sense to do it that way. But at this point, beggars can't be choosers, right? I just thought it would be a cool idea to do it that way. If they're gonna change how perks are upgraded, don't just put them all into covenants. Don't do that. Why have to have them only in segments when I can go into Cold War with my fully upgraded perks that have all of these features and more, and I can have every single perk and enjoy all of the upgrades? It just makes a bit more sense. We have new weapons, and yes, these weapons are technically new, but if we just think about this for a minute, I want to highlight in particular the launchers. It says all launchers will now be available in loadouts and in the mystery box in Zombies at the start of Season 1. So riddle me this, why on earth do we have Zombies games that have launchers in from the start with release? Because, you know, it is one of the main categories of weapons. Like, launchers are just a staple of COD, much like your SMGs, ARs, snipers, they're all together. And when a game comes out, and we'll refer to Zombies here, if you spin the box, sometimes you'll get a launcher because it's just part of the game. If you bought Black Ops 1, alright, you went onto Kino de Toten, you opened the mystery box, you'd get a big fat China Lake. That was the first weapon I ever got when I played Black Ops 1 Zombies, I remember. The first weapon I got from the box was a China Lake, a launcher. I don't know why launchers aren't just a standard thing to have as a loadout and a mystery box weapon. Why is it not there from the beginning? And this is what I mean when I was saying half of this stuff is just stuff that should have either been in the game or is just recycled from other games. We have new weapons, we have the Cooper Carbine, Gorenko anti-tank rifle, and the Sawtooth melee weapon. Cool, I guess, but with the way weapons are right now in Zombies, you pretty much only really need to use shotguns. We also have a new score streak as well, which is just like it looks like a big MG, kind of like the one from Origins. I'm guessing that's going to be some sort of death machine type of weapon. And once again, we're only just getting this now, even though in Cold War, this stuff was there at launch. And then all of the new stuff we have are just season challenges that get you calling cards. It's so insane to me that this is just what has happened. Tell me right now who has just saw new calling card challenges and it's like stood up and gone, oh my god, new calling cards, yes, we are saved. I knew they would follow through and add something good to the game. I appreciate that there's calling cards and challenges for said calling cards because some people do like them, but is that enough? Is it really enough? This is what I'm trying to hammer home. Now, they did fix some stuff, such as them closing up exploits where you can get out of the map, although they were kind of fun. They fixed some equipment stuff, something to do with Frost Blast, but this is what's very baffling here. So it says progression addressed an issue which prevented players from unlocking the Dark Ether completionist camo. Now, I don't understand why they have fixed an issue about a completionist camo, but they haven't added something as simple as a new Pack-a-Punch camo. But no, they can add all of these really cool camos for your weapon. I think it's like in America it's like $20 a pop. I think in the UK it's like £16. Regardless, that is expensive for what you're getting. They can make all those camos that you have to pay for, but they can't just give us a basic Pack-a-Punch camo for free in a small update. Need I say more? None of this stuff that I've talked about sits well with me. I know the community aren't having a good time either, and I wish I had more news to share really about the actual game. There's been little bits here and there, but nothing special at all. But here's the season 1 stuff we got. This is it, and half of it isn't even new, and the stuff that is new is extremely underwhelming. So I'm gonna leave this video here today. If you enjoyed or agree with what I said, be sure to smash the like button, comment your thoughts about Vanguard season 1 down below. I'm still rooting for custom zombies to come swoop the community off their feet, come save zombies, and only a very small percentage of people are even subscribed to the channel. So if you've made it this far, be sure to subscribe. It's free, you won't regret it. Turn on the notification bell too to stay notified whenever I upload a video. Thank you so much for for watching, and I'll see you next time.